Hey, good morning. My name is Billy Rhodes. This is Jeff Rhodes. We're here with Crossroads Consulting. The reason why we started Crossroads Consulting is to be able to bring solutions to our clients, our friends, our family. So we'll research certain topics that will benefit each person. Jeff, let's talk about the self-employed tax credit today. This is something that you discovered through one of your contacts, and what is it?
Yeah, thanks, Billy. So we all remember what happened in COVID, the period of COVID through 2020 and 2021, and how it impacted not only individuals in our country but around the world, and how it impacted businesses in particular. And there were some government relief programs, part of the Family First Coronavirus Relief Act. There was the ERTC, Employee Retention Tax Credit. This was a government program where billions of dollars was provided to businesses that were impacted by the COVID-19 shutdowns, the whole COVID quarantine. I mean, we all remember what a mess it was.
Right.
So the government literally just printed money, just threw out billions of dollars to businesses. Did they qualify for all of that money? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, but it seemed like it was focused more on larger companies or companies with employees.
Well,
what is this program?
Yeah, true. And I was getting to that. I was probably a little long in my intro, but businesses of all sizes qualify for ERTC. Even a small LLC with two people could get some money out of the federal government because of the COVID disruption. But a lot of people didn't realize that the self-employed individuals could also qualify for government money. And this is not part of that PPP loan where you have to apply for it, you get the PPP loan, and then you have to pay it back. This ERTC program, this self-employed tax credit program, that's not a loan. That's money that is just given to individuals who qualify because of the COVID-19 disruptions. So from a self-employed individual perspective, first of all, there's over 50 million self-employed individuals in America. Now, some of these self-employed individuals file under a sub S. I'm getting a little bit taxy here. Some independent contractors file as a sub S. They pay taxes at the end of the year. They get a W-2. They're not going to be eligible for the self-employed tax credit. Those individuals, those self-employed individuals who filed a Schedule C or some other filing arrangement where they owed tax, they paid tax, and they didn't have that W-2 exposure. So those people who can qualify for the self-employed tax credit program, basically, you pay tax in 2020 and 2021. Let me roll back just a little bit. 2020, the window is already closed for the self-employed tax credit. 2021, the window is wide open. However, it's only wide open until April 18th of 2025. So you basically have 3 months to claim your share of the self-employed tax credit. Now, you can go to your CPA directly and they can amend your tax return from 2021. But I'll give you a little anecdotal evidence. We have talked to CPAs directly, and surprisingly enough, they're not aware of it. They're either not aware of the self-employed tax credit or they don't understand it. One CPA told us that, well, no, that's going to be, if you get the self-employed tax credit, you're going to owe tax on that money. Well, no, you don't. Okay, you're also going to pay interest on that money that you get back from the federal government under the self-employed tax credit. No, you don't. The self-employed tax credit is simply a credit off the taxes that you paid to the IRS in 2021. When you file your income taxes at the end of the year and you paid more taxes than you should have, and you get a tax refund, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Do you pay tax on that refund? No.
No.
Do you pay interest on that refund? No. Is that refund a loan? No. It's simply a refund of the taxes that you paid because you paid more taxes than you should have paid because your CPA found some write-offs. Mileage, cell phone, business expenses, those are all write-offs. They reduce your taxable income. Therefore, you are able to get a tax refund. That's what this program is. But what it's done is it's taken the COVID disruption and made the COVID disruption a tax write-off. There's millions and millions and millions of dollars available, probably billions. I should have said billions of dollars. So is that pretty clear? Is there anything that comes to your mind that you would want to add to the further description of what this self-employed tax credit is?
Well, I know when I took a look at it at first, I mean, it's specifically COVID related though. You get a measurement of the earnings that you made and the calculations that they have for the COVID period. And I mean, from what we're seeing, the average of return is like $10,200. But based on your family and the amount of disruptions that you had, you could get up to $32,000. Is that correct?
Yeah. So interestingly enough, the program that we're introducing is through a group called the Anchor Group. It's a national CPA firm, and they have a technology platform called Gig Worker Solutions, where they provide a lot of services to self-employed individuals. Part of the services that Gig Worker Solutions provides is the self-employed tax credit program. Very, very cool program, very cool platform. They have a link at the bottom of the video here that you can click on. It'll take you to the Gig Worker Solutions platform. Everything is canned. It's set up for you to find out how much you can qualify for in the self-employed tax credit. They'll help you through the filing process. But to your point, it depends on the type of industry, like independent truckers, thousands of independent truckers across the country. What we're seeing is independent truckers are typically qualifying for anywhere from $18,000 to $20,000 in the self-employed tax credit refund. Realtors, lots of independent realtors across the country. They're also seeing higher tax credits, over $20,000 on average. But to your point, it depends on how much tax you paid in 2021 and how much your tax credit can ultimately be. We've seen some cases where independent contractors were only getting like $500. That's all they were eligible for because they had a lot of write-offs and they only paid $500 or $1,000 in taxes in 2021. But if you also took care of a dependent, like a parent, like a child, you can also qualify for well over $32,200. We've seen some cases where it's up in the area of $64,000. So it all depends on what you did in 2021, how you filed your income taxes in 2021. But again, if you go to the link below, the Gig Worker Solutions website, they will give you a lot more information. They have a calculator. You can start the process. They have a lot of guidance, a lot of support. This is a big organization, Billy. They have, once you register and start the process, they have over 3,000 case managers who you can call, who you can talk to directly, you can chat with. They'll walk you through the process. Yes, do you have to provide some information? Of course you do. This is an IRS program. Gig Worker Solutions, by the way, they've already returned over $597 million to self-employed individuals. They're the largest provider to self-employed individuals getting this money. So Gig Worker Solutions, that's your go-to source for all of this information.
All right, so let's just recap, right? So this is a COVID tax credit, okay?
That's right.
You can get anywhere from a few hundred up to $32,000, if not more, based on your industry and what you do. You do have to provide your tax information via Gig Workers. So if I were you, I would check out the link below, go to Gig Workers Solutions, and the calculator is there. You can go through the whole program and it will pop up instantaneously. And then the next step would be for you to speak with somebody at Gig Workers Solutions and provide the documents that you would need to, and let's see if we can't get you some money. Keynote right there though, this program ends April 18th, 2025.